been serving time since my first day. Now I've been serving
joins today, both in support and as speakers and those who are covering this work. We often find that the social workers who have benefited from the advocacy of community get a lot of attention, but not the community that made these programs happen. We see elected officials take the credit for our work and put legislation forward that does not reflect the work that we're doing in the community, and that is in large part why we are here today. Last year, when we were talking about expansion for the STAR program, a council office, while City Council was expanding this program and expanding the funding without contacting any one of us, one of the council offices said that they wanted to take advantage of the momentum from the protests and the national reckoning around policing across this country after the murders of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. And as that trial goes this week to prosecute the officer who killed George Floyd, one that we fear might end as many others have, we want to acknowledge that the momentum didn't start from last year. The momentum started at the very least in 1973 with Luis Jr. Martinez being killed by police and FBI as a leader of the Chicano movement and the Crusade for Justice. It started with Paul Childs in 2003, and Marvin Booker in 2011, and Michael Marshall in 2015, and Paul Castaway in 2015, and Jesse Hernandez in 2014. It started with the people in our own backyards who have suffered, who have died, who have struggled and have their lives taken or ruined from them because of the violent system. And the violent system that puts the wrong person in the wrong situation and the wrong people in the wrong communities. And so the momentum didn't start with elected officials deciding that somebody who was murdered in Minneapolis deserved action in Colorado, but because of the years and decades of work that we've done to support our own community members, family members, and friends who've been taken by this system. So we want to remind the city, both Mayor Hancock, Denver Department of Health and Environment, who now runs this program, Department of Safety and 911, that STAR was the compromise. It was not the vision. We want to remind you all about that because we are still intent on creating that vision. Thank you.
Remind everybody that we have a power dynamic imbalance too with media, because we have some media here, thank you, who did show up, but our electronic media, our news media, they are not here. And shame on them. Shame on them.